So hello everybody, I'm really excited tonight because I'm here with ALOK speaking on Zoom and we're going to be talking about many different things. But first of all, hi and welcome to The Voice TV.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Nice to meet you.
Such a pleasure to meet you as well. How are you? I hear you're in Serbia right now.
Yeah, we arrived in Serbia. The next step will be Romania.
That's really cool. And you're going there for a festival, right?
Yeah, and Untold Festival. It's going to be my first time there. We had, in the past offered to be there, but 2019 stopped the world. No, sorry, 2020, the world stopped. And now we're going. So I'm very, very happy to be there.
I'm really happy for you. It must be really exciting after all of this time that you haven't been with like an audience and actual people playing festivals and whatnot.
Yeah, only like online shows.
Yeah, I know. The difference is quite a big one. So I wish you all the best for the festival. I'm sure it's going to be amazing and you're going to have a lot of fun.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Of course, today I want to speak to you about your song with Ina and Sophie Tucker. This is our main point. It's amazing, by the way. I'm a huge fan. And I remember when it came out, in the beginning, it was Spotify exclusive, right? And that made me so angry because I was like, I want us to play it on the TV channel and on the radio channel. It's so amazing. So tell me everything about your collaboration with those two amazing girls and how this whole project happened.
So yeah, I was also counting the days so that, the exclusivity would get into the end so that we could play in radios and television station. Everyone was just like asking for. And it's a very cool song where I feel that I could bring my personality. Ina could bring her as well, and also Soft Tucker. It's a well done combination, because sometimes when you work with different artists, it's hard to get all the identities together in one song. And also, of course, we want to explore the biggest potential of each one. And I think in this one, we did it right. And it's a very catchy song. Yeah. And it's also working very well in Brazil. So yeah, I'm very happy with the results,
I think it's working very well everywhere. I know that here in Bulgaria, it's really high up in the charts and we love it. And we play it like all over the place in clubs and bars, on the radio, TV, everything. So really congratulations for that amazing song.
Yeah, that's amazing. Of course, always when we release songs, we expect, the best. We're always positive. To see like it's working well in Bulgaria makes me so happy,
I'm really happy to hear that.
Sometimes we have songs that work very well in some countries. Like I got some songs that got awards in France, awards in Italy, awards in Spain, but it didn't really work well in Bulgaria, for example. The world is very, very dependent.
Tell me, in the beginning when you were working on the song, did you plan on doing it with Sophie Tucker and Ina, or did this whole thing just happen naturally after the song was written, for example? How did you decide that these two were the best choice?
So each song has a different kind of story behind, There's some songs that you just like, now I'm in travel and then I just got inspired and just started the melody. And then start to produce something and then send to songwriters, they send something back and then we co-create stuff. There's other songs that come with a very unique vocal like vibe and then I produce afterwards. Like it's a different combination. This one specifically, it started with Ina. She sent me and then I said like, wow, we can do something very cool here. Bringing kind of this Brazilian bass like house like style, like electronic, and then afterwards Spotify reached me out asking for like a Spotify singles exclusive, right?
Yeah.
And then they brought like, hey, there are some artists that would love, that you could pay attention, maybe bring inside one of your songs, which one of those was Soft Tucker. And Soft Tucker, I really love what they do. They had a song that was very, very big, which was in Portuguese.
Yeah.
Think. And they're very cool, we've performed already sometimes together, and I will be more than happy to have them on board. And if you realize this, the third break of the song is actually Soft Turkey singing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's amazing. And I love Ina as well, by the way. We've had her here on The Voice many times. She's really, really cool. And I wonder, like, would you maybe want to do another collaboration with her later on? Like, how did this whole thing work out for you? Obviously, the result is amazing. So
I'll tell you some very funny story. Like,
okay.
I don't even know if she knows about it. But basically, you know, before jumping in with Ina in this song, we did like a promotion, like in my label, and then we selected like 2 people around. I think it was one around Brazil, one around the world, and then there was a Brazilian there. You know, a very, very humble kid. I think he's like 18. I don't know, living in the middle of like Amazon, like.
Oh wow!
And then he was shared with me that he's producer. And he shared with me 2 remixes that he did for Ina. And I said, like, oh, but did you release like bootleg? Like, and they said, no, actually I got in touch with her and she liked it. And she gave me a full support to release the song as remix. And I was like very impressed.
Oh my God.
Because, you know, sometimes when you get into a level, it's hard really to pay attention to, you know, and give attention to, you know, like in this case, I was very surprised and very happy with her attitude. And I was like, wow, she's amazing, you know, like she gave opportunity to this boy in Brazil she even didn't know. And yeah, now I really want to do the collaboration with her.
That's a really cool story. I never heard of that before. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Because
she's really cool, yeah.
That happens like in the cameras, everyone can see. But this one is behind scenes, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, now I like her even more. Last time we had a conversation, we just ended up laughing for like half an hour straight. It was amazing. She's really cool. So yes, I'm hoping that soon enough, we're going to hear a lot more from you and her in collaboration as well. Now I want to like ask you a couple of questions about your background. Obviously, you're one of the most prominent Brazilian DJs in the world right now. But I know that both your parents are also DJs, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so actually my parents, they're like the pioneers of the psytrance scene in Brazil. They play for, I don't know, like maybe 25, 26 years already. They were like one of the first to bring all the venues to Brazil and start to play and all the party and create the movement, which my dad has the biggest, like I would say, counterculture or alternative festival in South America called Universo Paralelo, which is like they have like 7 different stages in the middle of the beach, like really like kind of the vibe of Burning Man. It has already more than 20 years of festival, and that I would say that was my biggest, you know, inspiration. You know, I would say that that was my school and my university, because to be there, to be involved, to see all the, you know, the different DJs. And I, you know, it's like I have now 2 sons, a daughter and a son, and it's crazy. Like they don't do anything that you tell them to, but they do everything that you do. You know what I mean? And that's exactly like what happened, because my parents didn't really want me to become a DJ, because they were like in the beginning, like you have to study. It's not easy to live through art. It's very informal and it's very, very risky. And then I just couldn't do anything else. You know, I just started to produce myself like songs with 12 years with my twin brother. We had a project called Logica, and then we also started to produce to offer other artists. But it was like our video game. And then in 2010, me and my brother, we just separated, and I created my own project called ALOK. And you know, at the same moment I was speaking with my dad, said, yeah, Dad, I don't know if I'm gonna continue because it's very hard to live through art and stuff. And then he said, like, you know, son, like, I always told you this, but if I had the talent that you had, I would be flying, you know, I would be wait, and I said like, okay, I got it. So yeah, for sure, my dad and my mom, they are my biggest inspiration, and they're still playing, still performing, but they're very, very like kind of underground artists, very like into the psytrance scene. But this
That's really cool.
yeah, this festival that my dad does, it has like every 2 years, and there are like 30,000 people. It's very nice. Yeah, the plays a lot. Now I have a stage there, which is a house stage, which I'm kind of breaking, you know, the barriers over there. And this house stage is working very well. We have like huge artists playing there. So yeah, I'm happy that, you know, we can kind of combine everything.
That's incredible. You've turned this into a family business. It's amazing. I would love to come to one of those festivals once the world reopens. It sounds really, really great.
Yeah.
And surely your parents must be ridiculously proud of you right now. I mean, you won Best DJ in Brazil for 2014 and 15. DJ Mag ranked you 10th Best DJ in the world, right, for 2020. So you've had so much success. And surely you're going to have so much more in the future. But tell me, is there like a stage in your career that you can consider your biggest success so far? Something that happened, or maybe an award that you won?
Okay. So for my parents, to be honest, I don't know if it really matters if I'm top 5 in the world, or if I'm top 1 in Brazil. You know, for them, it matters more like what I'm doing with all those, like this fame and the popularity and the influence. And I think that, you know, we have dreams, and I have many, but one of those that I'm doing at the moment, which I always had the dream to collaborate with the indigenous people in Brazil. And I just got, 7 years ago, I went to indigenous tribe in Brazil. I was looking really like for inspiration, but I was also looking like searching for, you know, spiritual answers. And I got into like airplanes, and then 13 hours of road, and then 9 hours with very small boats. And I got there, I spent like 10 days with them. And it was very magic, you know, because I just felt myself so miserable, because I was doing songs to work into the music industry while they were doing songs to bring heal, you know. And I just realized like we are always like asking ourselves like there's a more developed culture and less developed, and that doesn't exist at all. What exists is different values, you know, and different like goals. And then from then on, I think that everything changed in my career. I just started really to do songs that I believed that could bring like, of course, like emotional heals, or even like good vibes, or whatever, like things that makes more sense only in the formula in the music industry. And then now this year, I went into a project where I brought 12 different tribes around Brazil.
Wow.
We went to a studio, we spent like 45 days, almost 2 months. And I was producing my first album, actually, inspired in the indigenous roots. And I also produced for them albums with the traditional songs that they have. And this is very important because they don't write it. You know, everything that they teach is through the voice. And then, like when an ancient like dies, it dies with him loads of stories, loads of songs, you know. And I just want to really create this asset so that they can have, you know. And it was very special. And when I'm producing a song with them, I'm like, you know, I was there 7 years ago and I don't remember this song. When did you guys create it? Because wow, it's great. And then they said like, this one, ALOK, I think it's around 500 years. So it's very ancestral. Because I was asking myself this year, like, where is the future, you know? And came the answer with such a strength, like the future is ancestral. And I just realized, you know, how important. So yeah, this is my most important project in my life for sure.
It sounds really amazing. Yeah, and quite a place for inspiration. Speaking about spirituality, by the way, okay, forgive me if this is a mistake, but I think that ALOK in Sanskrit means light, no?
Yeah, it means light. It also means outside this world.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it's an Indian name. It's my legit name. And it was crazy. Like, I was there with indigenous, and of course I didn't know about all this meaning behind my name. And 3 different tribes gave me a name. And one was sun, which means light outside this world. The other one, guess what? Sun again.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Third one was the light of the sun. So I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Well, apparently you really radiate that light, which is amazing. And I also hope that it's gonna come to you from the universe in your music, in your life and everything, so that you can always be inspired and happy to continue doing exactly what you've been doing and just inspiring all of us, to be fair.
Thank you for your words. Amazing. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much for your time. I had a really, really great time talking to you tonight. I wish you all the best for the festival. Have a lot of fun. Just go and party and feel amazing. And I hope I'm going to hear from you again soon.
Yeah. And I was just thinking here, because this album will only be released next year, but I want to perform 1 or 2 songs with the indigenous in this set now on Untold Festival. So I'll share with you afterwards.
Please do. Oh my God, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time again, ALOK. And I wish you a great night, and I'll speak to you soon, okay?
Okay, amazing. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.